So I had a quick thought about Zoomers. I'm gonna record this while I go get my keto pizza, my cauliflower crust pizza, because I've been craving it. Oop, I don't want you to fall over. It's gonna be a bumpy ride for a bit here. Heck yeah. I know I have something to keep it secured to the car, but screw it. I didn't want to worry about it today. Or right now, because I'm in a hurry. But Zoomers. So they grew up surrounded by modernity and the internet and TikTok and Instagram. They grew up with all that stuff. And I exist in this weird sort of in-between generation, born in 1998, where when I was growing up, the internet was still young and unfinished and not fully matured. And it wasn't nearly as addicting and interesting as it is now. Now, I'm sure it was interesting in other ways, but I was too young to see it. I was too young to get addicted to it until I was in high school. Until I was in high school, probably, or late middle school. But Zoomers have grown up, in their formative years, they've been surrounded by this kind of stuff. And every once in a while, I go on YouTube and I see the YouTube shorts, and it's full of like self-improvement shorts, like people showing their transformations, or Jordan Peterson making a point, or like little dark age edits that slam modernity and embrace tradition. And these things, including the little dark age edits, have millions and millions of hits, millions of views, and some of them have 10 million views. Some of them have more than 10 million views. And that's on YouTube Shorts. I don't use TikTok because I'm not a Zoomer. But you can imagine that these shorts have even more views on TikTok. Like, this is huge. This is a huge cultural movement within the Zoomer generation. This is what they're into. They're into self-improvement stuff, and they talk about modernity and tradition. And it's not particularly intellectual. It's all just their instincts. Like, oh, I should go to the gym. And, oh, I should become masculine. And, oh, all this internet stuff, I don't really know what it is, but let's just call it modernity and say that we're rejecting it and we're embracing tradition. I don't think they know really what these words mean, but they've got the right instincts. They know what to do on a basic level. And they seem to have this lust for self-improvement and in returning to something that's real and breaking away from sedentary digital life. And when they commit themselves to doing it, they are more capable of doing it than people like me, who, you know, grew up in their formative years not surrounded by TikTok and Instagram and other social media platforms. You know, my tolerance wasn't built up to this stuff as a child. But the Zoomers, I think their tolerance is higher than ours. I think that, yes, they have very short attention spans because they're surrounded by this stuff, and they choose to continue to be surrounded by this stuff. But when they make a conscious choice to break away from it and pursue things in the real world and go to the gym and read books and self-improve, when they make a conscious choice to do these things, I feel like they're more capable of following through. They have stronger wills. They seem, like I said, they seem more adapted to it. They've built up a tolerance to modernity. And that gives me great hope for the future. I think they're cringy as hell, and I don't understand some of their humor. I get most of it, And it's pretty good stuff because, you know, I'm not a millennial. I'm not a Zoomer either. But I am, like, in that weird phase in between the two of them. And some of their tastes seem a little feminine and childish to me, but that could just be because they're still very young. So yes, Zoomers are young, cringy, uneducated, unrefined, but they have the right instincts and they just need to be given the right information. They just need to hear the right message. They just need to direct this energy in the correct direction. We have to place our hopes in Zoomers because they are literally the future. But in Zoomers, I see something to work with. I see a masculinity revival movement that is really taking off and taking the world by storm right now. And through the masculine revival will come the will for greater things, a rejection of liberalism, finally, an embracing of the best parts of the past, but with a youthful futurism and desire to build something new. They need to be led, no doubt about that. And they're currently being led by the likes of Jordan Peterson and certain gym bro personalities. And that's all well and good, but they're ready to receive more radical messages and bigger views of the future and bigger plans. And with the right leadership, they can be led to great places. So I was just thinking about Zoomers this morning when I saw some of those YouTube shorts. I see them all the time, and it always makes me think about how excited I am about Zoomer futurism. But it's happening. Never black pill. Never black pill. We're getting there. Everything we've ever wanted to accomplish, we will accomplish and more through the Zoomer generation. It's gonna happen. Zoomer nationalism. It's coming. All right. I'm at the store. That's all I have to say for now.